Welcome back, everyone. I'm John Furrier, host of theCUBE here at the NYSE CUBE studios on the East Coast, part of the NYSE and theCUBE Wired program. This is the Crypto Trailblazers, where we feature the leaders who are making it happen in the industry, building it out, managing it, investing in it, growing it. All the players are here. We have 250 Trailblazers in the building for a special event, theCUBE, FinTech TV, and the NYSE working together. James Gernetzke is here, the CFO of Exodus, known for their custody and doing great. James, thanks for coming on theCUBE. It's almost time to go into the big event here at the NYSE CUBE studios.
Yeah, it's good to be here, thanks. Good to see you.
You're an NYSE listed company, so you're publicly traded, so no forward-looking statements.
Exactly, no, we're not going to get, no MNPI from me.
Yeah, I always see those on all the announcements. I know you can't really reveal much on the, we're not going to go there, but I want to get into what you guys do, because I think you guys have a compelling business. You have software around custody, self-custody, which I'm a huge proponent of. You own your keys, you own your secrets, and there's mechanisms there. And some are now learning that now they're trustful and they're viable. So it's kind of the rage in crypto.
Well, yeah, and especially as you know, the crypto community and Exodus leading that, as we improve the UI and the user experience, et cetera, we are going to make self-custody so that you don't even necessarily know that it's self-custody. Yeah. You have all the protections of self-custody without any of the challenges.
The future of finance, I've always said, comes down to converting the enthusiasm to confidence. So trust is a huge factor. Can you just share quickly the products you have and kind of the key portfolio pieces?
Yeah, sure, of course. So we've been around for 10 years. So when you speak about trust, that's in crypto. That's a really long time, and that's an awful lot of trust that we've built up with the community. But in terms of the pieces, yeah. So primarily we're a self-custodial digital asset wallet. We have it on your Apple, Android. We have a desktop version. We also built what we call a Passkeys Wallet, where we took a really interesting approach to passkeys. And so if you go to SayEcho in X, we turned X into a payments platform for Elon Musk. So we did that for him already.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you can go into SayEcho on X, and you can set up a wallet in a fraction of a second. And you can send crypto to anyone with an X, just with an X handle. So no crazy address.
SayEcho.
SayEcho.
So
yep.
just say
SayEcho.
Awesome. All right, that's a great example of the onboarding. Take us through the consumption, because I want to get the word out for people to try to make it simple for them to understand. Because a lot of people have this image that there's some sort of secret handshake. I got to write down hexadecimal codes. It seems harder than it really is now. It used to be hard in the old days, paper, have a centralized, but now it's pretty easier. Demystify how easy it is to get in and to manage your crypto.
Oh, it's that's one of the things. One of the three things that when the company was founded, one of the reasons that they built the products the way they did was precisely that reason. It was so hard in crypto. You had to be a programmer and just to understand anything. It's like reading the Matrix, I say. It's like all the ones and zeros. So the team has done amazing work to get it to the point where it's the onboarding process. Like I said, on SayEcho, it's a fraction of a second. Download it from it's as fast as downloading it from the App Store.
So multi-chain has been a problem. For most people to understand. Now we're seeing innovations around multi-chain interoperability for transacting. You got stablecoins now hitting the scene. How does all that relate to what you guys do?
Oh, it's that we are really looking forward to. The Genius Act was a monumental piece of legislation, in my opinion. So if you think, there's a lot of things people don't understand and don't know about stablecoins. One of the biggest, in my opinion, is people don't know you need a wallet to work with to use a stablecoin. You have to have a wallet. And obviously we've been making wallets for a long time, and if you're talking about multi-chain, a lot of people also don't realize that Circle, their coin is called USDC, and USDC is on a number of different chains. So you have USDC on Ethereum, and USDC on Solana, and Algorand, et cetera. It's probably about 10 or 11 different chains. And that's the same thing is true with Tether, the largest stablecoin out there. But our product we've built the best cross-chain exchange aggregator in the world, and in my opinion, and it already allows you to take USDC on Solana and convert it to USDT on Ethereum, right? So when you have a Walmart coin, an Amazon coin, a JP Morgan coin, et cetera, and there's 100,000 different coins out there, we'll be able to support them all on all the networks.
And they're going to want to actually interact with other coins. So
yeah,
I could maybe take a coin and convert it to UDC.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, USDC.
Can I take a JP Morgan coin and convert it over to another coin?
That's exactly what we're building. So you can do that now when those tokens launch. You can do that now, but we're going to make it even easier. We're going to make it so you don't even necessarily know that you got a coin. You're just going to see $100. So, for example, like, I'm cheap, so I shop at Walmart. You're not, so you probably shop.
Target.
You go to Amazon. Yeah, Target. Sure, Target.
Great.
Yeah, Target. So
Target.
Yeah, Target, right? Yeah, and so when you go to Target, so I owe you $100, and I'll send you Walmart coin because that's the coin I have. With the Exodus products that we're building, you'll just see $100, and it'll automatically.
So there's a lot of under the covers transparency.
Exactly.
I see that, or abstraction that knows this is trans. Don't even need to expose this to the user.
Yeah, it's just like
it's
if
a
you
user experience benefit.
Yeah, I'm an old guy. I've been, I was in a certified treasury professional back in the day, and I actually, when I was in the Army, I actually had access to a Fed terminal. So we would send wires directly from the Treasury, but long story. But the point is, that's really old.
He's sending wires to himself.
No. I like living in the United States.
But the ease of use.
Yeah, but it's, sorry, where I was going was, sorry, I totally lost.
Transaction volume must be high on stablecoins.
Oh, and it's getting higher.
Can you share any of the numbers? Like, there's some big numbers out there. I mean, just order of magnitude. Scope. Because stablecoins is kind of like in the early stage of Bitcoin where people are trying to share more. Because if you do more with stablecoins, you'll have a wallet.
Yep.
You can and see how easy it is. So there's a kind of a community vibe going on now where, hey, just do more stablecoin transactions.
Yeah. Well, I think that you'll see stablecoin take over. I mean, some of the people I talk to have said that some investors believe that it's going to take over the whole entire M2 money supply. Like all payments will be on stablecoins, essentially, in some way, shape, or form. Anything that's a check or whatnot now. I mean, because if you think about like if a Visa, right? If you run a bar in the United States, and you have a great night, the Friday night of Labor Day weekend. And you have a $100,000 night, you're going to lose $2,000 to $5,000 just from the Visa networks off the top, and then you won't get paid until Tuesday or Wednesday probably, because it's Monday was a holiday, so it's T+2. But with stablecoins, you're going to get the full $100,000, and you're going to be able to spend it immediately. So so that's just going to make money go through the system that much faster.
So where does the staking come in? Because if I have money, I could stake it.
Yes, absolutely.
That's another benefit.
Yep, and you can do that in Exodus, of course, yeah.
So one of the things that's happened that's interesting is that I'm seeing kind of new productization come from entrepreneurs because like I just covered some news yesterday around Easy Hotel and EasyJet just did a Easy Bitcoin app.
Okay.
It simply isn't to pay in Bitcoin for the hotels. It's creating a app to buy Bitcoin for all their customers.
Sure.
Because they have distribution.
Yeah.
Why not be in the credit business?
Exactly.
So that's their philosophy. So like that's like new. They never would have done that ever.
Yeah.
So these kinds of new business opportunities are going to come down the pike. So how do you see that as a CFO who sees all the plumbing and the business models? This is where visionary founders and leaders comes in. What's your view on this and what's some of the things that you're seeing? Because that just drops right to the bottom line.
I mean, everything that the world is completely different than it was a year ago. And the fact that the cloud that was hanging over crypto from a regulatory perspective, that's gone. You're seeing so much money coming into the space. Investors, if the government didn't like your company, you probably, aren't going to invest, right? And so I can't even fathom the number of different things like you're talking about with that are going to come along. I mean, it's endless possibilities. It's actually kind of a challenge.
Well, it's a challenge. I mean, we've got to have the wallets. So because you guys are critical infrastructure for all sides of the transaction. So what are some of the goals? Take us through some of the status, progress of commerce wallets. What's the progress look like? Can you share kind of where we are? Because I mean, you got to have stable coins, you got to have a wallet to do that.
Right. Yeah, I think so. What you're seeing right now is you're seeing a lot of movement. Speaking of investment coming in, some old school players like Fiserv have made some purchases. Stripe is out there; they're making some purchases around stablecoin, and I think what they see is that the real easy use cases where there's a lot of rent are remittances, because you'd say like 22, 26%, just to send a wire or a MoneyGram or whatever it is to your family in Mexico, or remittances is one, and then as I mentioned, the Visa and MasterCard merchants, right? So what we're seeing is there's going to be a great need for the actual user in the retail. So there's a lot of focus right now on remittances and merchants, but the next wave is going to be the wallets.
All right. What are the big to-do items for you guys in the company? 10 years, critical infrastructure for you, for the user. No one wants to lose their crypto.
No.
So you guys have a big mission.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you guys are working on? Some of your goals, some of the things you're optimizing for?
First and foremost with us is always going to be, the experience, right? How do our products make people feel? And so, we're continuing to innovate in the main product, with, some technology leveraging passkeys, MPC technology, a bunch of those things. We're taking a lot of those really hard things, putting them in the wallet, make it so, reduce the friction so you can get to that point where you have a self-custodial wallet and you don't even know or care. And that's going to be the ultimate goal. What we found with our business recently is we, over the past 10 years, have built so many different things for us and for, only for our users, but also just internally for our systems and processes. And, one of the things is we built this exchange aggregator where you can swap one crypto for another. And over the past 10 years, we've seen so many challenges, and that when we've overcome them, we've noticed that others in the space, like speaking of plumbing, like Ledger and Magic Eden, and we decided to do with MetaMask as well, to help provide that for their service for their users.
So when you think about Ethereum, programmable money, that's going to be a nice lift for you guys, because now more transactions are coming in. As you look at the growth, I know you're a public company, so you don't want to give forward-looking statements, but you're on the NYSE. Okay, everyone wants to go public on the NYSE because it's a globally recognized institution. So you're seeing a lot of crypto activity here on the NYSE. You got to deliver the numbers. So what's the growth strategy? What's the goals?
So we've got it's a multi-pronged approach. So obviously we've got the base business, which is continue to make the best possible wallet out there, and then tell the world about it. The second component is that partnership strategy with basically taking the things, the AWS type of thing, take the things we've built and selling it to other people in the industry. And then the third one is we've been very public about the fact that we have a very large treasury and now we're public, so we can do things like acquire other companies. So, and use stock as a currency.
And what about the partnerships? I love that ecosystem play you mentioned. You're an application basically for the user. So people want to work with you guys, right? Yeah.
I mean, we've solved real problems in the industry, and it's wonderful that others like big names like MetaMask and Ledger and Magic Eden, that they've recognized that.
Well, James, great to have you on theCUBE. You're definitely Trailblazers going public. One of the few leaders.
Yeah, we went public under Gensler.
That is a huge accomplishment. I mean, first of all, that is the definition of trailblazing. Into the headwind. Very successful. So you guys looking good. Thanks for what you do. We need great wallets. Again, cryptocurrency is money, and protecting it, and wallet is our bank account. So thanks for what you do. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, I'm John Furrier, theCUBE here at the Crypto Trailblazers, winding down an ongoing series here. We're going to keep it going for the rest of the night. 200 leaders coming inside the exchange for a big event. Thanks for watching.